Всем привет! Это канал Пичи Фокс. И вы ни за что не догадаетесь, какую игру сегодня будем проходить.
У нас продолжение Baldur's Gate 3. Мы отправляемся во врата Балдура. Так, мы отдохнули. И у нас тут вопросик с шатусиком.
My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me.
Так. Тебя заставляли жить во лжи. Это сейчас правда начинает проявляться. Это правда начинает проявляться.
But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to.
Так, ну что, хорошо, делай, что считаешь нужным.
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Вот. Alright. Так, кто-то хочет еще со мной поговорить, пока мы не пошли.
Good morning.
Ой, ты же моя...
Thank you for not killing me the other night.
Блин.
Are you all right now, or is today a I will wed you with a delicate veil of blood blooming over your white curls kind of day?
Так, я беспокоюсь о тебе, что если на меня снова нападет непомрачнение. Ты правда веришь, что я могу оправиться от безумия? Так, думаю, что мы все в относительной безопасности. Это произошло только потому, что ты мне не безразличен. Блять. Я беспокоюсь о тебе.
I'm also worried about me.
Ах ты зараза.
Seem to somehow be worried about you more. You give me something to care for, and that's worth the peril. I was so hoping you'd say that.
Так, ладно. Ну пойдем тогда из лагеря, выйдем уже отсюда. Что мы там? Ну что, Джахейра, ты нам что скажешь?
Spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the dead three holding the chain. Reminds me of old times.
Ты уже имела с троицей?
Mind flayers too. But I never dreamed of seeing gods and Illithids working in consort. It is most disturbing. But take courage. We have killed a man who could not die, and stripped the Absolute's army of its general. You have a nether stone, and you're on the scent of two more. These chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them.
Да, конечно. Без проблем.
Falling foul of Ketherick convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise.
Да не
We
за что.
ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead.
Увидимся в лагере.
How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthalen's Dancing Axe. We do well to check in with them before entering the city.
Слушайте, круто.
Beyond that, our course is yours to set. I can recall how to take orders, as well as give them.
Потому что, когда она у меня в прошлом померла, у меня не было вот этого. И я не знала.
I can already feel a change in the air. Like the curse itself knows its time is short.
Так, когда исчезнет проклятие?
I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand. We can depart whenever you're ready.
Так, пойдем со мной.
Seems your ranks are quite packed. If
А так, что, не будешь вступать?
I swear. Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me.
Ты пойдешь со мной.
I
Всё.
belong at your side.
Я рада,
And
что у меня
I'm glad
есть.
to be had. Glad to be with.
Ах ты, проказник какой. Ладно. Такс. Что тут у нас? Вульберн. Ага. Малышки какие-то. Ага, все понятно, спасибо. Так, чё?
Just tell me what you need.
Нам бы в лагерь тогда и что-нибудь продать, наверное, надо. Так, а эту красоту вообще кто-нибудь будет носить? Ну, она тяжелая броня, блин. Ну, кроме Лиски никто, наверное, и не будет. Так, что это у тебя тут? Эликсир злобности. Психический... Так, эликсир колоса. О. Саперные наборы. Так. Бомбы мы, пожалуй, тоже пока возьмем. Покушать. Наверное. Колокольчик нам тем более не нужен. Мы голема убили. Так, а у остальных там... Да, ничего такого нет. Что у нас по вот этому? Боевой молот мы отдадим этой Карлах. А щит отдадим Shadow Heart.
Let's get on with it.
Так. Он... Ну, он и выглядит... Ну, тогда пусть будет вот эта красота. Так. А если тебе отдать? Копье. А ты походи с копьем, может тебе лучше? А ты у нас... Ты же у нас не лучше. Ага, перегрузка, спасибо. Я тут посмотрела, погуглила, и, если честно, я не поняла, как работает адвент-календарь в Baldur's Gate 3. Если у вас есть какие-то идеи, точнее, вы знаете, как это работает, то я была бы очень вам признательна, но я, к сожалению, не знаю, как...
leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric, but Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies.
Меня тревожит то, что я могу сделать со своими союзниками. У меня уже есть союзники, знаю, именно поэтому Джахера теперь со мной Хальсин, и без того уже погибли слишком многие. Я больше не хочу никого отправлять на смерть.
Whatever you might do to one cannot be worse than what the Chosen will unleash on all. And you are the one
Да,
who
мудрые
could
слова
prevent
какие.
it.
Ну ладно.
You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Jahira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Even if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who will fight. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own. Together, we will put an end to the absolute, the chosen, all.
Ладушки. Все. Пойдем. Заодно, кстати, на землю посмотрим. Что там с ней? А, блядь, еще не все. Ладно. Но, слушайте, а вроде как бы и уже неплохо. Она вроде даже... Или мне кажется. Хотя, может, и нет. Даже будто бы и лучше стало. Я на это надеюсь. А вот что хотела сделать. Я хотела поменять... Ой. Так, не ты. Вот ты.
Take the truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or are you sure?
Да. Потому что я хочу, наверное, взять... Кого я хочу взять? Наверное... Давай со Сталином, может, походим.
It's a quest to free and here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city. Lead on.
Ага, у тебя еще уровень повысился.
At least things have stayed interesting. Feed if you must, Astarion. But give me so much as a hungry look, and I'll drive a stake through your heart.
I do so very like spicy food.
Я люблю, когда еда сопротивляется. Вот что творите, а? Ах вы. Так. Так, правильно вроде идем. Так, нет, СТП. А, ну да, все правильно, правильно.
The road to Baldur's Gate is up ahead. No turning back once we start down that road.
А мы здесь были, да? Капец, я прямо... А! Господи, боже, ж ты... У меня сердце чуть... Бля. Да что еще, блядь, такое было?
Excellent.
Victory awaits. Taste my fury.
Как черти, блядь.
Where do I go from here?
Так. Нормально ее так приложили. Плохо. No bad, no bad. Что-то я не помню, чтобы они до этого на нас нападали. А, ну это может быть потому, что Лейзель была мертва. Может, поэтому они не нападали? Бля, кстати, бля. Хер его знает. Слушайте. Я к такому вообще не была сейчас готова. Охренеть. Так, значит, мы сделаем вот так. И вот так.
Another fight. Let's go.
А там же мадам лежит.
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
Просто я буду вот так ее... Твою мать. Ой, ну пиздец. Да что вы его вечно... Все еще лежит, нихера. Все, давай, пакета. А я дотянусь до тебя, дотянусь.
I am fury. I am death. Blood comes easy these days. Have to keep going.
Ну давай. Да как так, блядь, промахнуться по мертвяку можно? Ну, вы чего? Ладно. Мы справимся. Молодцы. Не умерли. А, блядь! Да в смысле ты чё? Так. А.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Что ты там смеешься, а? Так. Ага, ну ладно. Давай.
Time to push my luck again.
Давай добьем ее уже, боже ж ты мой! Ауч. Что? Охренела? Да ёпту. Ну-ка, чё, попрыгнуть можешь сюда?
Don't linger.
Ну, блин. Так, а может что-нибудь кинуть в него? Ну-ка. Может, хотя бы так? Блядь, щи промахнулись. Так, блядь. А, стоп, это что такое? Лунный свет. Ага, ладно. Не смешно, блядь.
You bow or you break. Well, so much for peace.
Да мы ее добьем, блядь, или нет? Все.
Shall we cut and run? Time to move.
Ну я не достану, ладно, похер. Надо его тоже сейчас уже добить и сюда. Да, блядь. Все.
At least the shadow curse is banished. I like the dark, but not when it's trying to kill me.
Мы отдадим это, потом продадим. Так, что у нас тут? А, стоп, надо с кем-то поговорить. А, с Лиской надо. С Лиской!
It is as we knew. My people have turned their blades against us.
А ты что
They will
хотела?
emerge from the shadows and descend from the skies, and we will grant them their only just fate. Death.
Так. Все, пойдем. Врата Балдура. Но. Надо отдохнуть. Никто же не хочет поговорить, правильно? Все. Теперь можем идти. Все? Она из девочки-годки превратилась...
Be honest. What do you think of the new look?
Наша задача была исправить ее готическую натуру. Мне очень нравится.
Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now.
Так. Я вот что хочу услышать, что скажет Астарион об этом. Или хотя бы Гейл, может быть.
There's no more radiant sight than that of someone who's learned to love themselves anew. Shadowed in name, but no longer in spirit. It suits her.
Так, хорошо.
Oh, we have a new look for a new shadow heart. Nice as it is, she still doesn't have the best hair in the tree.
Жук! Ах ты жук!
Can we? I suppose we can. Can't get enough.
Я хочу.
I'm not surprised.
Ну давайте. Соситесь уже. Все, спасибо. Я уже увидела.
Delicious.
Господи, не нажать бы случайно, что мы должны расстаться. Кстати, а что скажет Лейзель об этом?
Something is different about Shadowheart.
Вот сучка.
New facial creases, perhaps. A fresh battle scar I hadn't noticed. Bah.
Ну, сучка, вы посмотрите на нее, какая сучка. Все, идем, идем. А, стоп, нет, не идем, подождите. Подождите. Так. Вот что хотела узнать. Вот, повыше. А, все. Там в самих вратах Балдура будет ее... Будут ее друзья. Я правильно понимаю?
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Ух. О, мультик начинается. На ноги его похож.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the flaming fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orrin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prism bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
My prodigal bloodkin is among them.
They live.
Barely. I made mince of their ugly mind matter. And if they dare return, I will strip out their offer.
Это он про нас вроде Баала? Что-то я не поняла.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Боже, боже, как красиво! Это блинчики. То есть, блядь, она нормально пошла. И мне вот это вот, блядь, теперь спускаться надо. Ну, ёкай у мене. Все же нормально было. И разбрелись. Такс. Это у нас там Джахира, что ли, стоит, да? Сладенькая такая.
Shadowheart walks a little freer of the shadows. She could shave her skull and paint it purple. It would still suit her.
Так, а я хочу знать о
That
тебе.
speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme.
Так, ты правда сражалась против
It was
троицы?
Baal alone we faced in our time. And bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder?
Так, брось. Не настолько ты уже стара, ведь так?
I've passed enough years that counting them is a waste of what remains. Which is to say, yes, I am that old.
Ой, люблю поговорить о старости. Так, а что мы хотели еще спросить? Ну нет. Все, договорились. Слушайте, у нее так миленько тут, такая красота. Ладно, все, пойдем. Так, что у нас тут еще? У нас шадусик. Там у нас Карлушечка. Блин, что б с ней сделать-то, господи. А где сова?
The dog wags his tail. A small bat he gives in and surrenders his...
Солями. Так, а где сова? Где-то бегает, надеюсь. А он нам что-нибудь скажет?
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Ладно. А где сова? Там что, такие хочет поговорить?
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. And we are no closer to knowing why that bastard is so obsessed with getting me back.
Мы узнаем, солнце, обязательно узнаем.
To tell you the truth, I don't know whether we can defeat Cazador. Not unless we can figure out more about what he's plotting. I think we should track down my fellow spawn. I'm not exactly looking forward to a reunion, but perhaps they'll know something. If we can find them, we can force them to tell us what he's been doing since I was gone. And honestly, I imagine they'll be coming for me in the night if I don't. Unless Cazador has changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey. We should get to them first. And then we...
Хорошо. Развяжем их славные язычки. А, вон он, сыч.
Hello. You are not food. You are friend. Nice here. The caves smell like rotting. Ooh, more.
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute.
Да ладно.
Yeah, I don't think I could have gone through with it, in truth. And I'm glad that I didn't, given what has come to light.
О, а ты чего тут делаешь?
Indeed. Under other circumstances, I might have been subdued or ashamed. But after what we saw, I must admit, I'm excited. The Elder Brain. But more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it.
Так. С чего вдруг корона стала такой важной?
That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerous Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can.
Так. Почему книжная лавка во вратах Балдура — это место, откуда мы начинаем поиски? Тебе просто захотелось в магазин?
Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post.
Блин, извини, пожалуйста.
Community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Ну чё, пойдем спать тогда? Ну-ка, а чё Хальсин, что не скажет?
I was concerned when I saw Shadowheart creeping about with a blade in the dead of night, but it was just to cut her hair, it seems.
Господи боже!
It suits her.
Так, хорошо, что с нами теперь Джахейра. Как я справляюсь? Ага.
Only by reputation. She was present when we marched against Ketheric Thorm, but on the far end of the battle lines from where I fought. And in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. I led some to safety, but never learned of her fate. I'm glad to hear she survived. Though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. I could have learned much from her, no doubt.
Ты же архидруид.
No matter how long I live, I will always strive to remain a keen pupil. Only a fool would think he could drink in all knowledge until none is left. There is always more. Nature's tapestry is infinitely complex. I cannot help but wonder how she would have handled some of the challenges I faced as Archdruid. Would she have helped the refugees? Defended the Grove? Controlled Korga? At least now we can benefit from her presence. And perhaps work to a common goal.
Так. Ну все, супер. Хорошо. А ты чё тут?
Gods, Shadowheart looks like a stack of gold. Never thought I could get so excited about someone's forehead, but here we are.
Ладно.
He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe, and he paid me well. Well enough to move my folks into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. 1 minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
Капец. Мне на самом деле очень жалко. Жальче всех, наверное, всех остальных. Хотя у каждого своя трагичная история. Так, я еще с Уиллом, да, только не разговаривала?
Love Shadowheart's new look. Softer, less severe. It suits her.
Ладно, все, пойдем спать.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With his help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the elder brain will not answer to the chosen. It will answer to you. And what then? You are prone to impulses as uncontrollable as the gods themselves. Will you even have a say in what you do? Will you liberate the true souls from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes?
Блин, я бы хотела стать, конечно, предводителем Абсолют. Это, конечно, круто. Так. Этот мир ждет жестокая участь, доселе еще невиданная. Я найду способ противиться своим прихотям. Я всего лишь хочу избавиться от этого паразита и сделаю ради этого все необходимое. Я добьюсь успеха там, где избранные потеряли крах. Я буду править миром. Ох, ебать. Так, когда пробьет час, я поступлю так, как будет правильно. Я избавлю от этого зла всех до единого. Я стану героиней, спасшей врата Балдура. Ох, как красиво. Ну, наверное, 5-й вариант. Поступлю так, как будет правильно. Я еще не решила, что хочу делать, поэтому...
All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join.
Ах, ёб вашу мать! Как вы задолбали! Господи! Блядь, еще и через 3 хода, блядь! Так а у них они все херели! Отстань! Так, блядь. Уже? Чтобы не мешался тут. А этой мы тогда кого дадим?
Make way. Tadpole scum! Hataka!
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
On I go.
А, я хотела щит выбрать. Я хотела щит выбрать. Так, ладно.
No choice but to keep going.
Капец. Да капец меня отбросило, сука. Так, ну там давай, блядь, живи, ёпта.
Over here.
Блядь, неукротимость, серьезно, ну пиздец. А так всем? Все смогут? Слава богу. Да, трэш.
That thing's not going to hold together much longer.
туда лезут, туда ёпта. Капец.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Да идем, идем. Пока они там дерутся, я пока попрыгаю.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Так. Не благодарите. Ну и хотя бы двое. Давай.
Miss this. Let's go.
Как приятно. Так, а ты же... Блин, ну да, не дойдет. Давай.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Мы идем.
Hurry. I can't hold them back alone.
Да мы идем, господи. Так, куда там прыгать? О. Смог.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Well, some rest's better than none.
Кто там опять застрял? Все? А теперь все? Все. Здорово. Все, можем идти. Бедные. Что за кунг-фу, блядь?
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
Gay abomination! By the one true sky, what is this madness?
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help
Так. Докажи, что ты не врешь, блядь.
You saved a child from a viper back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Asima Knights.
Я просто хотел, чтобы он мне напомнил, что сделал.
You let me live last time you were here, though it brought Blackheath's wrath upon you. Your continued existence as yourself and not a mind flayer should be all the proof you need. Now, help me.
Как помочь тебе, солнце?
Destroy the god. They prevent me from subduing their master. Do it now.
Aid an illicit against Githyanki. We cannot. We must not.
Your blind loyalty will be your undoing, Lazel. Fight with me for your own survival. Together, we can turn the tide.
Четверо? Ёпта мать. Ну-ка, блядь. Ладно, не буду его кусать. Ну и чё, ты выстрелила? Что это такое? А, все. Вот это. Блять, а ты где оружие свое оставила? Ёб твою мать. Блять, ты копье проебала. Пиздец ты. Да, ну я в ахуе. Это все, что ты можешь? Ну, я парализовала. Ну давай я тебя укушу. А, чуть-чуть буквально. Да ёп. Ну, давай. Опять? Блять, за старое. Своим огнем. Лайте год. Блять, зато как красиво стоит. Ну и ёб твою. Почему здесь? А, она ему просто помочь. А! Ладно. Мой славный кровожадный друг, что сказал? ёпту. Так. Блять! Зачем я сюда это сделала? Ладно. Прошу меня простить.
Time for some bloody work.
Заебумба.
I must regain control.
Так. Пока.
I will ascend.
Нахера ты лунный свет-то дала? Щеп, дура.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the absolute.
It's obscene to owe my life to a damned geich. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers.
Так. А если... Вот мне просто чисто вот интересно. Если он...
You grew attached to a mere disguise, but you judge without even knowing me. I was someone once. Someone just like you.
То есть он не поменяет, да, свою оболочку?
An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
Так. Хорошо, лорд Горташ был один из избранных.
His hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you.
Так. Хорошо, как ты тут
HOCHESCH sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How HOCHESCH or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside and found the Githyanki. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prism's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue the Githyanki and find allies in the outer world. You.
Так. Ага.
Prince
Кто
Orpheus,
такой?
son of the first leader of the Githyanki.
Orpheus? Impossible. He was slain by Justil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prism. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control.
Control him? Skvar! You must return him to his people.
That would be a terrible idea.
Так, ёб твою мать. Когда Влакит отправила нас в призму, кого она хотела убить, себя или Орфея? Что будет, если мы освободим Орфея, а мы можем убить Орфея и завладеть его силой? Бля.
Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Vlaakith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive.
I don't understand. The histories claim the prince was burned to ash in the skies.
Your histories are fabrications. The prince was not killed. As you can very well see, he was imprisoned. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Vlaakith will be finished.
Что будет, если мы его освободим?
The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him. And in so doing, you would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion. A pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched Illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Illithid. A sworn enemy, just like me.
Так. Чем больше с тобой разговаривать, тем меньше ты похож на мозгоеда.
I appreciate that. But this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel. But the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change.
Ну нет.
I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you.
Нет, не хочу. Это уже было, и кроме вен на глазах у меня ничего не поменялось.
Your mind bristles with illithid potential. How could you be so cruel as to deny yourself what you want most in the world?
I felt that. It's your nature. You cannot fight it. So embrace it.
А смысл я отказывалась тогда? Или может, ну, наверное, попозже тогда.
It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
Мудрость. Давай. Блядь, еще и 20... Очко надо выбить. Ладно. Ладно, хорошо. It's okay. Да ёп. Вообще не смешно.
It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
A wave of disappointment, stronger than any you've ever felt. And then stillness. You've resisted your illithid instincts. For now.
You are not ready yet. Keep hold of it then, until you are. It has enough vitality to further your evolution, and your allies. Perhaps you will be more inclined to try it when you see more of what our enemy can do.
А может под конец ее принять
We need to
тогда?
resume our journey.
Как
You
вариант.
heard the chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain and bring it under our control.
Ну все, можем идти.
Alright, what now?
Да, да, хотим, конечно же. Надеюсь, тут нас еще не въебут. Ну сейчас-то можно спать? Это еще что такое? Спасибо. Благодарю. А кто там? У кого-то что-то... Ага.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet.
Так. Кровь матери, так, ага.
The Emperor spoke only in half truth.
Да ёп.
For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our gay slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen.
157-я, куда вам столько Влакит?
Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps.
Значит, Вос был прав, Орфей — это зерно краха Влакит. Всего лишь навсего один Гитьянки. Неужели он представляет такую опасность для Влакит? Так, ладно.
The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our gay slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
Так. Все, спать. Пойдем спать. Так, что у нас там? Какие обновления вышли? Починить мозг. Уничтожить. Освободить Орфея. Принять свой потенциал. Так, помочь Китраковосу. Ну, так, все, ладно. Давайте уже наконец, блядь, уснем. Все? Здорово, спасибо. Мы во врата Балдура-то, блядь, пойдем, нет? Сколько же можно? Что-то трендим и трендим, все. Спасибо. Новая ачивка получена.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves and take their nether stones.
Is that blood? No, never mind. The city is close now. My
Господи,
will be watching, no doubt, waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum.
Так.
She was...
Когда последний раз видел?
She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10-day, though.
Так. Скорее всего, твоя мама умерла. Давай-ка найдем стражу и спросим их. И ты проголодалась, наверное, вот возьми еды. Твоя мама умерла?
My mum is coming back, though. She's looking for me. If you see her, tell her Yenna's looking for her. It's really scary when you're alone without your mum.
See the city. Up on the hill.
Это что такое тут?
I'm not paid to talk.
If you want...
Караван. А здесь, кстати, мы встретим этого странного вола, нет?
Keep those thugs away from my family.
Denuvia! Get these spotters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
Так. Успокойся, объясни толком, что происходит. Умеешь ты принимать у себя гостей? Почему никто в этой стране не может жить мирно? Блять, такой же вопрос, если честно. Домишко-то у тебя убогий совсем. Так, чтобы из-за него еще разборки устраивать. Армия Абсолют будет здесь со дня на день, а ты трясешься за свою собственность? И почему никто в стране не может жить мирно?
Not if they're trying to help themselves to other people's property. I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property.
Так. Ага. А можно к нему? Залезть в голову. Можно.
I can't let them stay here. What if the little brat gets into the basement?
Ага. А? Так, ничего бы не случилось, если бы у тебя был бы дворецкий. В таких домах обычно бывают большие подвалы. Вот любопытно, что ты в своем подвале держишь? Значит, у тебя там беженцы. Может, я предложу тебе помощь? Вот любопытно, что ты в своем подвале держишь?
Oh, nothing interesting, just materials.
I'm
a craftsman, you see.
Хитрый.
This man is definitely lying. And he's really hoping you don't pry any further.
Look, I have some very valuable components in there. I need to get that lot out before they damage something.
Не против, если я взгляну, что у тебя там?
Who do you think you are? Zenobia? People are lining up to break into my property. Do something about it.
You paid us to protect you and your high-quality merchandise on the road. And we've since arrived at our destination. As I said, anything else is extra.
This is the last time I hire someone from the guild. Fine. Here's the extra. Finish the job. Please show this meddler some of that famous Rivington hospitality.
On my way.
О, найс.
Let's have some courage.
Так, тебя еще и укусим. Ты тоже не пиздел тут. Красавчик. А то у нас Барт. Ой-ой-ой. Блин, он все равно промахнулся. Зря-то я его гонял. Значит, в жопу тебе. Копье. На тебя тогда вот так. чё разлеглась-то, ёптыть? Ну-ка, давай-ка. Не двигайся. Так. Все, супер.
Victory awaits. Taking position.
А, вон он. Не увидела его. Блин, ну... Серьезно, там у него один остался.
Think you can take me on?
А ну-ка.
You won. You won. What more do you want from me?
Я избавлю тебя от гостей, так что готовься раскошелиться.
But if that's what it takes to get them out of my house, fine. Get on with it.
Сколько ты мне заплатишь? А сколько заплатите?
I see those animals are out of the picture. Can we stay now? Or are you going to turn us next?
Так, вот возьми, лучше отправляйтесь в гостиницу и не ждите, пока вас отсюда выставят.
I don't want to take charity from some stranger. But I will. For the sake of my daughter, thank you. We'll get going as soon as we've got our things together.
А ну-ка. А ты сколько дашь денег?
Finally, those awful squatters are gone. I can feel everything unclenching already. I've got so much to do now. I'd really better get on with it.
Куда собрался?
Excuse me, would you?
А деньги? А ты денег не дашь? Или ты уже дал?
Look, I really don't have time. I thank you so much for your interest, but it...
Ладно. Надо было тебя еще убить заранее.
I go away for a few days and the place is ruined.
Но мне теперь интересно, что у тебя там в подвале. А, ну все, извините. А может мне тебя убить? Я вот думаю, тебя рыбу заберу. Он же, по сути-то, один здесь. В целом. А, блядь. Ладно. А что у меня там еще перегружено? Все, пойдем. Ладно, мы сюда вернемся еще. Не переживай. Я знаю, куда мы отправимся. Я хочу в цирк! А ну-ка.
stinks of cheese.
Я не ела сыр.
Between his piggy toes.
How dare you?
А, это он.
What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days. The finest extra-planar circus there is.
Ты что, вся в крови, мать? Так. Я хочу попасть в цирк.
Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer.
Ах, блядь. Ладно.
Blood! Tasty blood! So delicious!
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you.
В смысле? Так. Я, блядь, парт ваш новый.
Oof. Viola Silvertongue won't be happy. Oh well, she should have practiced those high notes. Welcome to the circus. A motley crew of misfits and morons. We're happy to have you.
Пойдем в цирк!
The creepy monster thing.
Я хочу макияж. А ну-ка проникнем в ее мысли, и, может быть, она нам что-нибудь расскажет.
Does this arsehole not understand common?
Она меня назвала чучелом. Так, маскировочный. И набор. Все 4 заберем, мать. Грязно-красный. Так, зеленый хочу. Хочу. Я все хочу. Абрикосовая. Я тебе вообще-то тут... Это... Так. Что, значит, будем делать? Ну-ка. Идеально. Так, отдаем, значит, мы теперь палетку. Так, разделим ее. Отдаем лейзель. Где она? Что-то потеряла. А, вот они. Отдаем Shadow Heart и отдаем Астариона. Кайф.
Watch your back.
No one stopped me yet.
Ну-ка, мои клоуны за мной. Так. Так, команда по спасению мира. Вот она. Сейчас я их еще тут... Просто знакомьтесь, компания по спасению мира. У вас что, у всех месячные пошли? Что у вас все грязное, мокрое в крови? Господи, ну что за прекрасные создания. Все. Пойдем дальше. Что у нас опять перегрузка какая-то? Так, отдадим виски немного. А ну-ка. У нас кто-то может быть невидимым?
Time for a little pilfering. Caught with your hand in a pocket. Embarrassing.
А кольцо-то осталось? Так, а если я... А если ты это сделаешь? У меня есть? Зелье невидимости есть. Пойдем играть.
Approach, ugly one.
Сам-то отвратительное создание. Какой же ты громкий! Так, невероятно, голос даже мертвого разбудит.
Yes, behold, a Kabi's wheel of wonders. Spin to win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable.
Хочу покрутить
Let
колесо.
us see if you have luck's favor. Impossible! You thief! You cheated!
Так и ты тоже, я просто уравняла шансы. Я понятия не имею, о чем ты. Выкуси, неудачник. Просто уравняла шансы.
Muley cut!
Damn that Jenny.
Кайф! Блять, я в джунглях! Ёкала-мене! Пиздец! Ёбаный в рот! А почему я здесь одна? Вообще. Мне вообще-то обидно. Ой, блядь. Да блин. Да ну в смысле? Я хочу этот сундук. Я хочу... Да блин. Ладно. А его можно стащить? Значит, мы вот что сделаем. Отдадим Карлу или Гейлу. Все.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Капец, меня выкинуло. Вы что так бежите? Так. Я кое-что хочу. Так, а что ты играешь? Танец бардов? А почему она не может? А здесь? Я хочу сыграть. Почему провал? Я хочу денежку получить. А денежки дадут? Нет? Не дадут? А так? Да почему провал-то? Ладно, блядь. Здравствуй.
Mr. Hag. Miss her stink.
Горилла, ёб твою на... Ах ты... Следишь за нами, что ли, получается? Так, Лукреция, здравствуй.
Lucille! It's pose, grapevine, then pivot step. Jacob, you have the grace of my great-grandmother's missing leg. Ah! And Boris. Boris! Put some sensuality into those lovely hip bones. I know you have it in you. Step it up.
Прошу прощения.
Merkel, help me. These three make the art of dance look like a ritual sacrifice. Call me Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. Normally I'd invite you into my tent for a lovely vintage, but these graceless skellies need my full attention. Enjoy my circus, darling.
Ладно. А ну-ка, сюда.
Oh, hungry little hobgoblin. Want a treato? I has lots of treatos, and magics, and junks I finds. Don't worry. I only takes junks from dead people. I is nice.
Часто тут собираешь?
Lots of times. The beasts ate a kiddo the other day, and I got some good stuffs. I mean, circus is safe. Do not worry. Yes.
Чем торгуешь?
Yes, I have lots of
Господи!
Stuff just for you.
Боевого мага, наверное, взять. Так, руку я пока не буду забирать. О! Хочу сюда зайти.
The city of stone and steel, your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love, are you not?
Да, у меня есть любовь, и мы достаточно близки.
You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor.
Блять, клоуны, господи!
And trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
Что, бля? Какая Shadow Heart? Так, Астарион, ты как?
Oh, my love. How could I say no?
Клоуны,
Close your
господи.
eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe.
Почему у нее глаз побелел? Блять. Да они друг друга стоят,
I
смотрите.
see you. I see the bond between you. So tender. So fragile. But do you see it for yourselves? Astarion. A tumultuous past hides behind a mirthful grin. The heart is fraught. So let us begin with the joyous. When is he happiest?
Я не думаю, что он хоть когда-то был счастлив.
Excuse me.
А, господи!
I've been happy. Thank you very much. I'm not right now, but whose fault is that?
Извини.
All affections face their trials. Your bond quivers,
Клоуны, блядь.
but it does not yet break. Many things delight the heart, but only one makes it sing. Tell me, what does he desire more than anything?
Свободы. Блядь, или мести. Ладно, пусть будет свободно.
You're not wrong, but
Да твою мать!
tell every stranger we
Наши
meet
отношения
business.
обречены.
The sweetest loves dance lightly on the tongue, but now we must dig deeper into the most painful reaches of the spirit. Fear sits in the soul of all. To tame it, we must name it. Astarion, what is his deepest fear?
Острых деревянных колышков, сломать ноготок, навеки ощущать себя у кого-то в рабстве. Вообще-то, это его все боятся. Вообще-то это...
Oh, I like that answer. Yes, let's go with
Один
that.
из трех. Спасибо.
You betray yourselves. A bond based on lies will one day be severed.
Well, that was a disaster. Can we call Tyrants first, please?
Блять, я все запорола.
Your bond is false, and I know why. Because your heart belongs to another. Close your eyes, and she will show herself to
Что,
you.
блядь? Кто? Кто, блядь? Что? Нет! Нет! Твою мать!
Look at it. Come crawling home, hands stained with the Bone Lord's soot. And you carry his stone. You let such ruptured creatures swim in your blood wake. One little skull poke, and you forget how to drown them.
What the fuck?
I could end it now. But I'll be patient. Father will see us together again. He will see you bleed.
What the fuck?
So Orrin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
Что, блядь? Ты еще что такое? Нормально. Астарио, милый.
It's not enough. We have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a shape changer? I can't even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced, or because this group is full of weirdos.
Ты боишься
I won't
Кассадора?
lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike.
Так, звучит рискованно.
It's something of a gamble, true, but if I can win, if I can beat him, it would be worth any risk. So yes, I do worry about facing him. But if we can get his attention, finding the ritual's location will be much easier, and that could give me the edge I need.
Может, поговорим о нас?
Can we? I suppose we can.
А, ну, слава богу, нам не надо с ним расставаться. Все хорошо. А, в смысле, блядь? А как так? А почему она исчезла? Она вернется? Трэш. Я думаю... Здравствуй.
No.
Чё, no? А как насчет да?
No. Off limits.
Почему?
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
А его нельзя, да, обойти? Или, может, можно? Да нет, вроде можно. А это что?
Do not stand too close. The flag.
А, она же там пламенем каким-то. Ага, бля. Ладно. А ну-ка.
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why? Why? Because with him, anything is possible. Way!
Good puns. Because clowns aren't enough of a horror already.
Did you hear about the scarecrow who lost a fight?
Барт, конечно, они же зеленые, ждут, когда созреют.
Looks like we've got a proper comedian in our midst. Good thing too. I'll need someone with your wits for my next trick. Now, where are you?
A bloodthirsty rush of fury engulfs you. You want to butcher the crowd, women and children alike, and soak in their innards. It is
Блядь, это улыбка, господи, клоунская.
You, my special assistant. Come on up.
Так, подруга Шадоухарт гораздо лучше меня справится с ролью ассистента. Что ж, Лизель пишет во время блистать, входи на сцену. Ты же любишь быть в центре внимания, Астарион, это твой шанс. Была бы здесь Карлах, она бы хотела побывать на сцене. Ну, давайте выберем Шадоухарт.
Oh, my heart! The enthusiasm is too much! Now, up, double sharp, or poor Buddy will think you don't like him. There! Oh, perfect!
Давай,
I'd
Shadow
advise
Heart.
you find someone to taste your food from now on.
Now, you're very special. As special as can be. Does anyone know why?
Why?
You're special, my friend. Because I have a message just for you. Praise the Absolute.
Ёб твою мать!
Is this part of the show?
Да, часть шоу, конечно, блядь. Какой-то пиздец.
Can't give up.
Пиздец. А ты на чьей стороне, солнце? Вопрос такой.
I always knew I'd die at a circus.
Найс. А ты укусить ее можешь? Можешь?
Here comes the punch.
Ауч. Да ты ёб твою мать! А ну-ка. Ты чё, охренел? А почему помеха-то? Вот, лучше. Давай. Блядь. Рыжик. Ебать, рыжик. Зачем ты ее ударил? Ты дурак? Зачем?
You bow, or you
Talk to me.
Капец. Это... Ой, это мой сосед проснулся. Блядь, почему сейчас? 4 вечера. Серьезно, ты угораешь?
I must heal.
Да блин. Капец, что вы вообще какие-то. За что ты его, блядь, убила? Капец.
Let's end this.
Так, все. Так, ага.
Can't last much longer.
Да за что вы их, блядь, убьете-то? В чем прикол? А. Что-то вы слышно, Кирилле? Капец, что-то я не ожидала такого. Ой-ой-ой, капец, капец, капец. Давайте. Вот. Остался один. Чепушила. Давай его. Въеби. Два удара, и он уже умер. Почти. Капец. Какой-то капец. Все. Живы? Слава богу. Клонский молот. Мы заберем. Ага, у меня перегрузка. Здравствуйте. Супер. Зачем мне, правда, ключ? Я хотя. Ты знал?
You fight good. Doppelganger, not so good.
Большое спасибо. Это нельзя открыть? Можно? Извините. Поняли. В тюрьму не хотим. Так. А у них нет ничего, да нет? Понятно. Ладно, хорошо. Блядь, ну пиздец. Они убили Каплю. Они убили Каплю, блядь. Ладно, идем.
Oh dear. Screaming children, an oozing corpse, and it's not even my birthday. I thought the Absolute wouldn't dare set foot in my circus. To use such a woeful dribbles impersonator, why, it's downright rude.
Кто-то выдал себя за него.
As much as I love a good murder, my customers don't. The real Dribbles charms animals and makes puns. Awful puns. Not this. Alas, I cannot afford to lose any more staff. Funerals are so very expensive. I need to move the circus. But I cannot leave just yet. Not without Dribbles. He was a star. Customers of every color and creed simply adored him. I need him back, and I'll shower the person who finds him in love, adoration, and adequate compensation. What do you say?
Ну, за деньги, да. Мои услуги не дешевые.
I can respect that. And you're in luck, because I am old, darling. Ancient. I have seen stars explode and civilizations fall. Along the way, I happened across items of such power that would make you weep with awe. Find my dribbles. You won't be disappointed.
Я поищу его.
That's the spirit, darling. And remember, I look after those who make me happy. Hmm? Good luck, and thanks ever so much.
Хорошо. Что светится? А, смотреть цирк надо будет. Я думаю, что это мы будем уже делать, наверное, в следующей серии. Обыскивать цирк. Но в целом я знаю, где первая деталь, поэтому... Но покажу ее, наверное, уже в следующей серии. Поэтому, ну что, всем спасибо за просмотр.
For she who fights with monsters should look to it that she herself becomes a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. Another will embrace what you have rejected, and that other will be your death. But your father loves you dearly. You may inherit yourself yet. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your name. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
Memories flood back, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is as you feared. You are a spawn of Baal, his heir, his scion. And yet, you know you will never be free of your urge if you don't confront your past. You are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orrin, it's time for a family reunion. But be wary of your confessors. Will friend turn to foe, knowing what you are?